Hello, everyone, and welcome again to our English class. And today we're going to have another mind-boggling lesson. But just in case you're new to this channel, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And of course, if you missed the previous lessons that we had or you know more, just simply click the links in the description box below so you can watch them. Okay? Now, last time we had simple future tense. Okay, and you did an amazing job for that. Okay, and today before we start our lesson, I would like you to do something for me, please. Okay, so I would like you to make a sentence first by simply arranging these words right here. So we have here the dog scratched it before she, the, been, painting, had, door. Now, like I said, I would like you to make a sentence and by arranging these jumbled words right here. I'll give you 5 seconds to do that. 5 seconds is over. And if you have, she had been painting the door before the dog scratched it and then did an amazing job. So we have here, she had been painting the door before the dog scratched it. Okay, next one. Make a sentence again. So we have here not, the, she, door, been, painting, had. Please arrange and make a sentence. 5 seconds again, please. And 5 seconds is up. So you have here, she had not been painting the door. All right, again, she had not been painting the door. Now, this time I'd like you to make a yes or no question by simply arranging these jumbled words right here. So we have here all, afternoon, doc, at, the, working, he, been, and had. Can you make a yes or no question out of these words here? I'll give you once again 5 seconds to do that. Captivating. So we have here, had he been working at the dock all afternoon? Again, had he been working at the dock all afternoon? All right. Last but not the least, this time I would like you to make WH question. Okay, make a WH question by once again arranging these jumbled letters or words right here. So we have here door, when, she, had, painting, been, the. And once again, I'm going to give you 5 seconds. All right, 5 seconds is up. So we have here, when had she been painting the door? Again, when had she been painting the door? Okay, now based on the sentences and questions that you just arranged or you just have made, can you guess what do you think is our lesson for today? Can you guess? What kind of sentences are they? Fabulous. So they are past perfect progressive or continuous tense. Okay, now today we're going to talk about past perfect progressive or continuous tense. But before I move further, allow me to show to you or to share to you our learning objectives for today. Okay, the learning objectives. Given the resources, students should be able to, number one, understand the usage and structures of past perfect progressive and continuous tense. Number two, answer the differentiated exercises given. And number three, construct their own sentences and questions using past perfect progressive or continuous tense. All right, let's keep moving. Now, let's talk about learning objective number one. So understand the usage and structures of past perfect, progressive, or continuous tense. Now, first, have you asked this question? When can we use past perfect, progressive, or continuous tense? Okay, when? Now, when to use past perfect, progressive, or continuous tense? Now, by the way, just what I had mentioned in our previous discussion, progressive and continuous tense are just the same. Okay, don't get confused. All right, so when to use past perfect, progressive? Now, first, now take note, we use the past perfect, progressive, or continuous tense to show that something started in the past. Okay, something started in the past and continued in the past. Okay, something started in the past and continued also at that time until such time there is another action happened, and that another action also happened in the past. Once again, past perfect, progressive, we can use them that something started in the past and continued at that time until there is another action happen, and that another action also happened in the past. So these two actions, or those two actions, no longer existing today. Okay, you can no longer see these actions today. There is no effect. These two actions are no longer effect today. Now, the duration of the action does not continue until now. Like I said, it stops before something else in the past. So there is another action in the past, okay? There is an action that started in the past, and that action is ongoing until there is another action came in, and that another action also finished in the past, okay? And the duration of the action does not continue until now. So you can no longer see the effect of these two actions. Take note. Now look at this illustration. Now, past, present, and future. Now, as you can see here, this is the past and this is the present. And the present here is already, there is a mark X, which means you can no longer see the effect of these two actions today. It started in the past, it's ongoing in the past, okay? And there is another action happened, and that next action or another action also finished in the past. So you cannot still see the effect today. You can no longer see the effect today, okay? See this example here. Now we have here, they had been talking for over an hour before Tony arrived. Again, they had been talking for over an hour before Tony arrived. So first action here, or they had been talking. Okay, it's continuing, it's ongoing in the past. And the next action is Tony arrived. So there are two actions here actually. They had been talking and Tony arrived. These two actions, you can no longer see the effect today or in the present. Take note of that. It started in the past, it's ongoing in the past, there is another action, and that another action also finished in the past. Take note of that. That's the first usage. Another usage of past perfect, continuous, or progressive tense. Now, using the past perfect, progressive, or continuous tense before another action in the past is a good way to show cause and effect. Again, cause and effect. Okay. Example. Joseph was tired. Okay. This is the reason or the cause. Now, because he had been jogging. So this is the effect. Because he had been jogging. So this is to show cause and effect. So Joseph was tired because he had been jogging. So it is to show cause and effect. Okay? Take note of that. Now, let's proceed to the formula for forming the past perfect progressive or continuous tense. Now, how can we create sentences and questions using past progressive or past perfect progressive or past perfect continuous tense? Do you have any idea how to formulate sentences and questions using past perfect progressive or continuous tense? Just in case you don't have any idea, listen to me. Okay? Now, let's talk about first the affirmative sentence. Now, like what I said, affirmative means just a positive sentence. Okay, affirmative or positive sentence. They're just the same. Now, the formula or the form, we have here the subject. Okay, when we say subject again, it talks about the pronouns and the noun. Pronoun like I, we, you, they. Okay, and we have here the subject. Next to the subject is had been. Again, subject plus had been plus verb one or the simple present form of the verb and ing. Okay, so once again, subject, had been, verb one or the present form of the verb and verb or the ing form. Say, for example, I had been meeting my friends. So I had been meeting my friends. So I here is the subject, okay? And had been, follow the formula, had been, and then verb ing, meeting. So ing here, okay, my friends. Another example, the police had been looking for the criminal for 2 years before they caught him. So the police had been looking for the criminal for 2 years before they caught him. So the subject here is the police. Okay, and next to the subject, police is had been. And then looking, verb ing. Okay, the police had been looking for the criminal for 2 years before they caught him. Now, next time is we're going to talk about a negative sentence. How can we formulate sentences in past perfect, progressive, or continuous tense in negative form? Now we have here, it's very easy. We have here once again the subject and then had not been. Now in affirmative, had been. In negative, we have to add not between had and been. So subject had not been plus verb ing. As easy as that. See, for example, she had not been studying her lesson. Again, she had not been studying her lesson. So we have her, she is the subject and had, and then add not between had and been. So had not been, and then verb ing, studying her lesson. So she had not been studying her lesson. Can you make your own sentence now using affirmative and negative? I bet you can do it. Okay, now this time we're going to continue. We finished in constructing or formulating affirmative and negative sentence using past perfect, progressive, and or continuous tense. Now, this time let's talk about how we formulate questions, specifically yes or no question and WH question. Okay, so first we're going to talk about yes or no question. Now, forming the past perfect, progressive, or continuous tense in yes or no question or using yes or no question. So the formula is very easy. We have here had, okay, plus the subject, plus been, plus verb one or the simple present form of the verb and ing. Again, had, subject, been, verb one or the simple present form of the verb and ing. Now, in simple present, not simple present, in constructing affirmative sentences in past perfect progressive, had and the subject, subject and had. Now, in constructing yes or no question, just simply revert, exchange the position. So this time, had and the subject. Had plus the subject plus been plus verb ing and yep, verb 1 plus ing form. Okay, example. Had she been working at the dock all afternoon? Again, had she been working at the dock all afternoon? So had here and subject is she, and then been, and then verb ing working. So had she been working at the dock all afternoon? Okay, another example. Had my what's this? Had my brother been playing football? Had my brother been playing football? So had, my brother is the subject, and then been, and then playing, verb ing, then the rest of the sentence. So had my brother been playing football? Yes, he had, or if you're going to answer that. Now, this time, let's proceed to constructing WH question. Now, once again, when we say WH, it simply talks about what, who, when, how, and where. Okay, these are WH form. And the formula is quite easy. Okay, so we have your WH word, and then had, subject, been, verb 1, and ing. Again, WH, had, subject, been, verb 1, and ing form. Sentence. Consider the following sentences or consider the following example below. So, example, why had Joseph been working a lot for the lesson? So why had Joseph been working a lot for the lesson? So why here is a WH. Next is had, and then subject Joseph, and then been working, verb ing, a lot for the lesson. So the rest of the sentence. So why had Joseph been working a lot for the lesson? So this is how you construct, how you formulate WH question in past perfect progressive or continuous tense. Did you get that? Do you have any questions? Now, just in case you don't have any question, let's proceed to the time expressions or the signal words in formulating past perfect progressive or continuous tense. Okay, so signal words. So we have here some signal words that we can determine that this sentence belongs to past perfect or past perfect progressive or continuous tense. So we have here for, since, the whole day, all day, all day. So these are some of the signal words to be used or being used in formulating past perfect continuous or past perfect progressive tense. All right, do you have any questions once again? All right, perfect. Now, this time to test your understanding, let's have some activities. Are you ready? Perfect. Now, let's talk about learning objective number 2. Answer the differentiated exercises given. So I'm going to give you some activities for you to answer and to measure if you really understand the lesson that I had, okay? Or the discussion. Now, we have here letter A, put the verbs in the correct form. Okay, put the verbs in the correct form in past perfect, progressive, or continuous tense. Okay, now, number 1. So we have here numbers 1 to 3. We sleep blank for 2 hours when he woke up us or when he woke us up. Again, we sleep for 2 hours when he woke us up. Now, all you have to do is remember the formula in constructing or formulating sentences. We have here once again the subject, had, plus been, plus verb ing, if that is positive. Now, if negative, we have here the subject, plus had, plus, or had not been, plus verb ing. As easy as that. Now, number 1. So we sleep blank for 2 hours when he woke us up. So you'll say, I'll give you 5 seconds to formulate your answer. All right, time is over. So you will say, we had been sleeping. So we had been sleeping for 2 hours when he woke us up. So we have our we is the subject. And then we have here, after the subject, we have the had, and then been, and verb ing. So we had been sleeping for 2 hours when he woke us up. Number 2, they wait blank at the station for 90 minutes when the train finally arrived. Again, they wait at the station for 90 minutes when the train finally arrived. What's your answer? So you're gonna say fabulous. So you can say they had been waiting at the station for 90 minutes when the train finally arrived. Fantastic. Number 3, I not walk blank for a long time when it suddenly began to rain. So remember, this is negative. Remember the formula. So you will say, all right, I had not been walking for a long time when it suddenly began to rain. So we have here the subject, and then had, and then not been, and then verb ing. As easy as that. Okay. Captivating. Next one. Numbers 4 to 5. Now this time, for number 4, you are going to formulate WH question using past perfect, progressive, or continuous tense. Now we have here, how long learned she blank English before she went to London? How long she or learned then she English before she went to London? I'll give you 5 seconds to formulate your WH question. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, 5 seconds is over. So you're gonna say how long she had been learning English before she went to London. Okay, how long had she been learning English before she went to London? All right. For number 5, this is for yes or no question. So do you still remember the formula in constructing yes or no question in past perfect, progressive, or continuous tense? Okay, blank, you've been eating. Blank, you've been eating. Okay, just simply add had. Had you been eating? Okay, fantastic. Number 6, this is again negative sentence. So I not work blank all day, so I wasn't tired and went to the disco at night. Wow. Do you guys go to disco? Okay, so I not work blank all day, so I wasn't tired and went to the disco at night. So you're gonna say, fantastic. I had not been working all day, so yeah, I wasn't tired and I went to disco at night. So see, as easy as that. But I would like you to do more practice. We have more. Choose the letter of the best answer. Okay, so I have here. So you're going to choose the letter to complete the sentence using past perfect, progressive, or continuous tense. So number 1, my dad blank smoking in the garage. My dad blank smoking in the garage. So we have here has, had been. Remember the formula in constructing sentences using past perfect, progressive, or continuous tense. So you're gonna say, my dad, subject, plus, very good, had been smoking in the garage. So letter C, had been. So Dad, my dad is a subject, and then had and been, and then verb ing, smoking. My dad had been smoking in the garage. Number 2, the printer blank working well. The printer blank working well. So you're gonna say, printer here is the subject, and then this is negative sentence. So do you still remember again? So you're gonna say the printer had not been working well. Very good. Had not been working well. So we have read the subject, and then had, and then not. This is negative, and then been, and then verb ing, working. Number 3. Now this is yes or no question. Had the players blank playing by the rules? Had the players blank playing by the rules? So you're gonna say, had the players, fantastic, been playing by the rules? Very good. Now, numbers 4 to 6. Number 4, I'm sorry. Had the teachers blank before the strike? Had the teachers blank before the strike? Are you gonna say been working, or been working? Choose your answer. Very nice. So had the teachers been working before the strike? So been working. Okay. Number 5. My sister's roommate was upset. She blank been waiting for an hour. My sister's roommate was upset. She blank been waiting for an hour. So she, subject. All right, she had been waiting for an hour. Take note of that. She is the subject, and then been, and then she had been waiting for an hour. She is the subject, and then had, then been, and verb ing. Number 6. I just heard about the accident. Blank been working all night. Again, I just heard about the accident. Blank been working all night. So this is yes or no question. So once again, when we talk about yes or no question, verb comes first. So you're gonna say had. Okay, had the driver been working all night? Mind-boggling. I'm so happy that you got it right. And because you got it right, I would like you to do more practice. So let's talk about learning objective number 3. Construct their own sentences and questions using past perfect, progressive, and continuous tense. Okay, I would like you to make or construct your own sentences using past perfect, progressive tense. Now, directions. Construct your own sentences and questions in past perfect, progressive tense by arranging the jumbled words below. Now, make sure to follow the formula in constructing past perfect, progressive tense. The instruction is very clear. Again, make sure to follow the formula in constructing past perfect, progressive, or continuous tense. Now, we have here, I'm sorry. So in, arrange these words here, in, or in the wrong direction. I noticed my mistake. For an hour before drive, I. Again, in the wrong direction. I noticed my mistake. For an hour before, drive, and I. So arrange these words here and construct your past perfect continuous tense. Now, once again, make sure to follow the formula. I'll give you like 10 seconds to do this. 10 seconds is up. So you're going to say, I had been driving in the wrong direction for an hour before I noticed my mistake. So take note, I had been driving in the wrong direction for an hour before I noticed my mistake. So I had been driving. So this is past perfect progressive. The action that started in the past, an action that started in the past and that was ongoing until such time there is another action here. I noticed my mistake. So an action that started in the past and it was ongoing until such time that there is another action happened and that another action also finished. So you couldn't see the effect today. Okay, so this is it. Number 2, arrange these words here out. Out with each other. We go. I met his family before for 2 years. Again, out with each other. We go. I met his family before for 2 years. Arrange these words here. Okay, so you're gonna say, we had been going out with each other for 2 years before I met his family. Again, make sure to follow the formula. We had been going, subject, had, been, verb ing. So first, arrange the words here and follow the formula in constructing sentences in past perfect, progressive, or continuous tense. Number 3, arrange this. All morning, she, study, needed a break, Laura, because. So again, all morning, she, study, needed a break, Laura, because. Arrange this. 10 seconds, please. Time is over. So you're gonna say, Laura needed a break because she had been studying all morning. Laura needed a break because she had been studying all morning. All right, numbers 4 to 5. Arrange this. The whole time, because you eat, got you sick. The whole time, because you eat, got you sick. Arrange this. All right, so you're gonna say, you got sick because you had been eating the whole time. You got sick because, so remember guys, this is to show cause and effect. The second usage of past perfect progressive. You got sick, what's the reason? You got sick because you had been eating the whole time. Remember that? Number 5, work, he, on the computer, the whole day, had been. So this is a sentence. So construct a yes or no question for this one. 10 seconds. And you're gonna say, had he been working on the computer the whole day? Again, had he been working on the computer the whole day? So we have here had, the auxiliary verb and the subject, and then been and then verb ing. Had he been working on the computer the whole day? If you wish to answer that, you're gonna say yes, he had, or no, he hadn't. Okay. Now, number 6, work a lot. Your mother, why, had, been. So this is for WH question. Okay, arrange these words here and formulate your WH question in past perfect, progressive, or continuous tense. I'll give you 10 seconds to do this. 10 seconds is over. So you're gonna say, why had your mother been working a lot? So again, why had your mother been working a lot? So with why here, and then WH, and then had, your mother is the subject, and then been, and then verb ing. Easy, right? Very easy. Now, your homework, so I'd like you to memorize the formula. Okay, it's very easy. Memorize the formula in constructing sentences and questions in past perfect progressive continuous tense and prepare for our test tomorrow. Okay, and before that, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Okay, and once again, if you find this video informative, please don't forget to like, share to your friends, and of course, do subscribe. Okay, have a blast everyone and goodbye.